Hello and welcome to the Wheelie Good Travel Guide podcast. My name is John Fletcher, and like many of you, I'm a disabled traveller who loves exploring the world from a different angle. It's really great to be back for season 2, and we have some great topics to look at, and I'm going to talk to some great guests too in the coming weeks. Now, you may notice a few changes that we have made to make the podcast even more accessible. Now, the first one is you now have the choice of either listening as before or watching it on YouTube. And if you watch on YouTube, you will be able to get a transcript of the show as well. Now, another change you will notice is that we have tried to make it more accessible to our neurodiverse and autistic audience by doing away with the music and the jingles. Let us know what you think. We love hearing from listeners, and your suggestions matter to us. We have more exciting news about some more developments coming up in the coming weeks that we have planned. So, without further, let's crack on with this week's show. And this week, we are going to give you the lowdown on everything you need to know about the changes to entering the EU from October the 12th, 2025. Now, the way non-EU travellers enter the EU and Schengen Treaty countries is about to change. The EU has announced that the new European entry-exit system will be implemented from the 12th of October 2025. So what is happening and how will it affect you? Now, if you're a citizen of an EU country, a citizen of a Schengen country, or a citizen of Switzerland, the simple answer is it should not affect you. The new system is only going to affect travellers from non-EU countries. Now, this is the first phase of the new immigration process and will be followed by the ETIAS visa waiver rollout. Now, the ETIAS is currently planned to be introduced in autumn 2026. So, what is the entry-exit system? Now, the entry-exit system is a new automated border management system that will register non-EU, non-EEA long-term residents and holders of residence permits or national visas and non-Swiss travellers as they cross the EU borders. The first time you enter, you will be asked to register your name, biometric data such as facial scan and fingerprints, and details of your travel documents. The recording of your biometric data should only be taken on your first border crossing. You will also be asked to register your entry and exit dates. Now, the system will automatically calculate your permitted stay. What is really important is, whilst initially there is expected to be some delays at the border due to the initial processing of visitors, you can expect subsequent visits to be a lot quieter, a lot quicker, as there will be no need to have your passport stamped and your biometric details taken, because they will be automatically verified. What will be the maximum length of stay? Now, as said earlier, the new system automatically calculates your maximum length of stay. The maximum stay permitted is normally 90 days in a 180-day period. When will the EES be fully operational? Well, the system will be progressively rolled out over 6 months from the launch in October through to early April 2026, and it is expected to be fully operational by the 10th of April 2026. What is the ETIAS? Well, ETIAS is often considered to be similar or the EU equivalent of the USA's ESTA visa waiver program. Travellers from non-EU countries that do not require a full visa for EU countries will have to register for an ETIAS visa waiver. Now, the ETIAS will be valid across all the EU countries and will be valid for 3 years or until your passport expires, whichever is the earlier. The EU have said that they plan to introduce ETIAS in the autumn of 2026, and it is likely to be in October 2026, though this is subject to confirmation. How will we be able to apply for the ETIAS? Well, you will need to apply for your ETIAS online at the official website. Now, the link will be in the show notes, and this is the only website that you should use. Any other site is likely to be fraudulent, so these should be avoided at all cost. What will you be asked? Well, you'll be asked to fill out the application form. You will need to provide personal details, passport details, contact details, education and occupation, first country of entry, and background questions on criminal convictions, travel to conflict zones, and past deportations or refusals of entry. Now, currently, the fee is expected to be €20 for travellers aged between 18 to 70. Under 18s and those over 70 will receive free ETIAS visa waiver. In most cases, you will receive authorization within minutes, but it could take up to 30 days for authorization. Now, your authorization will be sent by email in PDF form, but it will be linked electronically to your passport. Your ETIAS will be valid for multiple trips to EU countries for the next 3 years, as long as you respect the 90 days in 180 days rule. It is important to apply for your ETIAS well in advance of travel. While you might experience delays on entering the EU as the EES is rolled out, the likelihood is that you should find the process on subsequent visits quicker. So, I hope that has answered a few of the questions I know I have been asked over the last few weeks. If you are travelling to the EU over the next few months, we would love to hear from you about your experience of the new system. Finally, I just want to say a big thank you for listening and ask you to subscribe to the podcast or YouTube channel, and you will get each episode as it is released. So, until next time, keep on rolling. This podcast is sponsored by Wheelie Good Travel Company. Check out our website for great accessible holiday deals and more. Our website is wheeliegoodtravelcompany.com. Or you can call us on 0161 408 2161. This podcast is a Wheelie Good media production.